All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back updates and information as see the hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you go be the first. We'll collect them. Let's go down to the news proper as it dey hot. It don't shell for the obodo as it dey hot. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer has related the protests and the consequences of the action of the protests to the bad deeds done against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. According to him, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a righteous man, a prophet for that matter, and a man who fights for his country. The only thing that he has done wrong is just to fight for his country and make sure that his people becomes better. But as it is, the government of Nigeria has seen him as the baddest man on the face of the earth, and they are trying all their possible best to make sure that they quench the fire. But the more they try to quench the fire, the more other fires are rising. Of course, you know that it is written that when a corn of a wheat is taken and sown into the ground, what happens is that it decays and bring up other fruit. And that is what is happening in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When Kanu was incarcerated and dumped in the DSS custody, the people thought that maybe he is going to end up his life there. But as it is, other people are rising, other of his followers are rising, becoming better, stronger even than him, and becoming more patriotic and partisan more than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Meanwhile, let's go down to the full detail of the information. Ejimako made this statement on Sunday as the nationwide protest against hunger and hardship in Nigeria, tagged Embed government, entered their fourth day. Barrister Aloy Ejimako, special counsel for Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has stated that the widespread protests and unrest against the Nigerian and Kenyan government are direct consequences of their collaboration and the extraordinary rendition and continued illegal detention of Kanu. Ejimako made this statement on Sunday as the nationwide protests against hunger and hardship in Nigeria, tagged Nnamdi government, entered their fourth day. He implied that the government's action have sparked a nemesis leading to the ongoing unrest and call for change government. Kenyan youth and opposition parties are protesting against President William Ruto's economic policies, including a new tax increase law, and demanding his resignation. Ejimako, in his statement issued on Sunday titled "Karma is Not Merciful," highlighted the consequences of Kenya's involvement in Kanu's extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria in June 2021. Ejimako asserts that Kenya has not experienced peace since then, and similarly, the Nigerian government have faced unrest. He notes that every administration or individual involved in Kanu's rendition has either left office in disgrace or faces resistance from their citizens. Ejimako's statement suggests a correlation between the rendition and the current political turmoil in both countries. He said every regime or person that had a hand in the extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu either left office in disgrace or was sacked or facing resistance from his people. For example, Kenya has never known peace since it rubbished its sovereignty and allowed Nigeria to criminally kidnap Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Since then, Kenya has murdered slaves and is still struggling to recover. And Uhuru Kenyatta may as yet have a date with the ICC. The United Kingdom under Prime Minister Boris Johnson that covertly sanctioned the kidnap of our own citizens saw Johnson being disgraced out of office. In the same vein, the Conservative Party lost general election to the Labour Party. The Labour Party has stood the path of the Conservative Party, and today their country is in turmoil. Nigeria, the Buhari regime that financed the rendition of MNK from Kenya, is on record as the worst government in the history of Nigeria, that the regime will forever live in the infancy for imposing intolerable levels of hardship and injustice which Nigerians are struggling to overcome. President Tinubu, like his British counterpart Keir Starmer, has declined to release MNK, and surprise, surprise, citizens are on the street of Nigeria protesting in droves. The future remains ominous. The Bible says, "Touch not my anointed, and do my prophet no harm." Heaven taking vengeance on those that kidnapped MNK and have refused to right their wrong against him. God in heaven for real, and karma is not merciful. My people, I don't see as it happen. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, and they try to pinpoint on this matters that the issue facing Nigeria today and the issue facing the nation at large, even the nation of Kenya, is as a result of the extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. And looking at that fact, there is atom of truth in that, because the three government mercenaries that had involved themselves in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's extraordinary rendition have not had peace up until now. There has not been any peace for all these governments. Go to Kenya and see what is happening there in Kenya. You saw how Boris Johnson also was removed from the office, and come to Nigeria and see the impitimpi with the queer for that place. And this will tell you that there is connection. Because as the same time protest is going on in Nigeria, in Kenya, the same time Nigerians have also organized their own protests, and they want to make sure that the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is removed from office. According to the Nigerians, they are not being fed well. Breaking hours after Tinubu's nationwide broadcast use of Russian flag by Nigerian protesters in Kanu keep spreading. Nigerians in Kanu have decided to lift up the Russian flag, and we are yet to understand what that signifies and why Nigerians are lifting up the Russian flag. Hours after President Tinubu's nationwide broadcast, some Nigerians were seen in Kanu waving Russian flag amid the nationwide end bad government protests calling for an end to economic hardship. The protest has largely been marred by violence, looting, and destruction of properties and private properties in the northern part of the country. At least 14 people have been reportedly dead. Organizers have labeled the nationwide demonstration as 10 days of rage. In Kano, northern Nigerians, commercial nerve center, pictures on social media showed protesters waving Russian flag as they marched through the city. The video were taken on Sunday, the fourth day of the protesters. Also on Sunday, hundreds of mostly underage youth took the streets of Kanu, urging Russian President Vladimir Putin to intervene in Nigeria. Demonstrators expressed a desperate and urgent need for change, saying the current situation in the is unsuitable, noting that they would rather risk death from violence that continue to suffer from hunger and deprivation. Meanwhile, I think it is high time the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu look into what is actually happening in Nigeria now. I don't think it's a time for the Nigerian politicians to give a stiff ear or a hardening ear to what is actually happening, because looking at the looking at the way things are going, I think Nigerians should better off look into this matter, because as you can see, things are changing. Things are changing. Things are changing. The citizens have decided that what is happening in this nation, they are no more part of it, and they believe that the best thing is to have a new government. The best thing is to you can see, as the citizens are calling on the Russian government to come and help them, to come and intervene, to make sure that normalcy is being restored. And the question is, let them not allow some people to hijack this particular protest, because when this protest is hijacked, I'm telling you, it is not going to be easy. So I think this is not even the time for the government to start, hiding their face, making sure that nothing happens. I think it's time the government comes out and do what is right, before what is happening in Haiti will repeat itself in this nation called Nigeria. Meanwhile, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain. And if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, and share.